Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the world of numismatics to uncover the top 10 most valuable USA Monticello 5 cents Jefferson nickel coins. From rare errors to pristine specimens, these nickels are worth far more than their face value. Let's get started. First up, the 1942 Monticello 5 cent Jefferson Nickel with a large P mint mark, but in a rather unique and less than pristine condition. If you're passionate about rare coins, you're in for a treat. Let's explore why this particular nickel holds such interest and what it might be worth in today's auction market. First, let's set the scene with some background. The 1942 Jefferson Nickel, featuring the Monticello reverse, was part of a series struck during a period of significant transition in American coinage. 1942 was a notable year, primarily because of World War II and its impact on materials used in coinage. In 1942, the nickel saw a change in its composition. Due to wartime metal shortages, the composition of the nickel was altered from the usual 75% copper and 25% nickel to a wartime blend of 56% copper, 35% silver, and 9% manganese. This change was made to conserve nickel for the war effort. The mint mark P was also introduced for the first time on this series, marking coins minted in Philadelphia. It was a significant shift as Philadelphia had previously not used mint marks. Now, the specific coin we're discussing today is the 1942 Jefferson Nickel with the P mint mark, but in black color shade and dirty condition. This particular state of the coin adds a layer of intrigue to its value. You might wonder, how does a coin with a black color shade and in dirty condition affect its value? Let's break it down. Coin grading is crucial in determining a coin's value. Typically, coins in good condition with clean surfaces command higher prices. The condition of a coin is graded from poor to mint state with various intermediate grades like fine, very fine, and extra fine. However, for our 1942 Jefferson Nickel, the black color shade and dirty condition introduce a unique factor. Coins with heavy tarnish, dirt, or unusual colorations are often less sought after by collectors compared to those in pristine condition. The black color shade you see here is likely due to oxidation or prolonged exposure to environmental elements, which might have affected its appearance. Let's talk numbers. In today's auction market, coins like our 1942 Jefferson Nickel with the P mint mark can vary significantly in value depending on their condition. Generally, a well-preserved example of this coin can fetch anywhere from $200,000 in standard grades. However, for coins that are in less desirable conditions, such as those with significant dirt or tarnish, the value tends to be lower. In this case, a nickel with a black color shade and dirty appearance could see a value in the range of $5 to $15, though this can fluctuate based on collector interest and market demand. Despite its less than perfect condition, this 1942 Jefferson Nickel still holds historical value. Collectors often appreciate the story and the rarity of coins, even those in less than ideal states. If you have this coin in your collection, or if you're looking to acquire one, remember that the market value can be influenced by several factors, including rarity, collector interest, and overall demand. To sum up, while the 1942 Jefferson Nickel with the P mint mark in black color shade and dirty condition may not be the most valuable in terms of pristine quality, it remains an interesting piece of history. Its value in the auction market today reflects its unique condition and historical context. Next up, the 1947 Jefferson Nickel with the large date, often referred to as the Monticello 5 cents nickel. If you're passionate about coins, stick around as we explore the value of this nickel in very fine condition in today's auction market. Let's get into it. The 1947 Jefferson Nickel is a key piece in the nickel series, and it carries a special significance due to its design and historical context. The coin features a portrait of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, and on the reverse, it showcases Jefferson's Monticello estate. It was minted during a period when the U.S. was recovering from World War II, and it represents a time of transition in American history. One notable aspect of this coin is the large date variation. The 1947 large date nickel has a distinct style where the numerals in the date appear larger and more spaced out compared to other years. This variation occurred due to changes in the engraving dies used by the mint. The large date version is less common, making it more valuable to collectors. Now, let's talk about condition. In the world of numismatics, the condition of a coin is crucial in determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state Mississippi 70 with various grades in between. The term very fine indicates that the coin has some wear but still retains most of its design details. For the 1947 Jefferson Nickel, a very fine grade means the coin will have noticeable wear on the high points of the design, but will still feature clear details and recognizable features. The obverse will show some smoothing on Jefferson's hair, and the reverse will have slight wear on Monticello. Despite these signs of wear, a very fine coin is highly sought after by collectors. So, what's this nickel worth today? The value of the 1947 Jefferson Nickel in very fine condition can vary depending on several factors, including rarity, demand, and the specific auction or sale. As of recent auction results, the value of a 1947 Jefferson Nickel in very fine condition typically ranges from $36,000. However, prices can fluctuate based on the market and collector interest. For example, if the coin is in exceptionally high very fine condition with minimal wear, it might fetch a higher price. Conversely, if the coin has more significant wear or imperfections, it could be on the lower end of the spectrum. If you're looking to invest in or collect Jefferson Nickels, here are a few tips. First, always ensure you're buying from reputable dealers or auction houses. Provenance and certification can significantly impact a coin's value. Additionally, maintaining your coins in good condition and understanding their grading can help you make informed purchasing decisions. Remember to handle your coins carefully, store them properly, and consider having them graded by a professional service if you're looking to sell or assess their value accurately. Next up, the 1994 Jefferson Nickel with a D mint mark, but with a twist. It's in full bad condition. Stick around as we unravel its market value and discover why this seemingly worn-out nickel might be worth more than you'd expect. The Jefferson Nickel, introduced in 1938, is one of the most iconic coins in American numismatic history. The 1994 issue is part of this long-running series, showcasing Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, his historic home, on the reverse. Minted in Denver, this nickel bears the D mint mark, a key detail for collectors. While the 1994 Jefferson Nickel is relatively common and widely circulated, the condition of the coin plays a significant role in its value. Today we're focusing on a nickel that's seen better days, a coin in full bad condition. What exactly do we mean by full bad condition? Coins in this category typically show severe signs of wear. You might notice heavy scratching, discoloration, and overall erosion of detail. Such conditions can stem from years of handling or poor storage. Despite its poor state, collectors sometimes seek these coins due to their historical significance or as part of a complete collection. The degree of wear affects not just the aesthetic, but also the collectible value. In today's auction market, the value of a 1994 Jefferson Nickel with a D mint mark in full bad condition might surprise you. While most of these coins in mint or near mint condition are valued at face value or just a few cents above, those in poor condition often have a niche value. For a nickel in full bad condition, the auction value usually ranges between $0.50 and $2. This value may seem modest compared to pristine examples, but it reflects the demand for even the most worn coins among collectors and enthusiasts. So, why would a collector be interested in a coin in such poor condition? For some, it's about completing a series or holding onto a piece of history. Even a worn-out coin tells a story of its journey through time and circulation. Additionally, some collectors focus on era coins or specific series, and a bad condition coin can be part of that collection. The value often lies in the completeness of a set rather than the individual condition of each piece. In conclusion, while a 1994 Jefferson Nickel with a D mint mark in full bad condition may not command a high value in the traditional sense, it still holds a place in the world of numismatics. Its worth is a reflection of the interest and appreciation collectors have for every aspect of coin history. Next up, the 1971 Jefferson Nickel. Specifically, we'll explore the value of the Monticello 5-cent Jefferson Nickel from 1971, featuring the large date and no mint mark. If you're a coin collector or just curious about its worth in today's auction market, stick around. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the Jefferson Nickel's design. The 1971 nickel, like its predecessors, features a portrait of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, Jefferson's famous estate, on the reverse. The large date variety is particularly interesting because it was produced during a transitional period. In 1971, the mint used a new date punch for the Jefferson nickel, creating what we call the large date variety. The change in the date's size is quite noticeable when you compare it to the standard date. This subtle difference makes the large date variety quite sought after by collectors. Now, why does this coin matter to collectors? The 1971 Jefferson nickel with the large date and no mint mark is a significant piece because it represents a transition in the design process and is part of a limited production run. While the Philadelphia Mint typically does not add a mint mark to coins produced there, the year's large date variety stands out among its peers. In today's auction market, the value of a 1971 Jefferson nickel in fine condition can vary as of the latest auctions and sales. You can expect to see prices ranging from $39,000 for a coin in this condition. Factors such as overall eye appeal, strike quality, and any unique characteristics can influence the final sale price. To get the best idea of what you might receive for your 1971 nickel, it's always a good idea to check recent auction results and consult with reputable coin dealers. Collectors looking for these pieces often appreciate any historical context and specific details about the coin's condition. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, the 1971 Jefferson nickel with the large date and no mint mark is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history. Its value may not be through the roof, but it holds a unique place in the world of coins due to its design and historical significance. Next up, the 1969 Jefferson Nickel with a large date and a D-era mint mark. If you're passionate about rare coins or just curious about their value, this is the video for you. Let's start with a quick overview. The 1969 Jefferson Nickel is part of the series that has been in circulation since 1938. This particular year is notable for the large date variety, which combined with the D-era mint mark makes it quite special. The 1969 Jefferson Nickel features the familiar design of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, his Virginia estate, on the reverse. However, the large date variety has a noticeably larger numeral 9 compared to other years, making it easily identifiable. What sets this coin apart from its peers is the D-mint mark error. Minted at the Denver Mint, these coins were expected to have the D-mint mark, but due to an error, some of these coins have a misplaced or incorrect D-mint mark. This error is significant because it adds an extra layer of rarity and value to the coin. Now, let's talk value. In fine condition, the 1969 Jefferson Nickel with the large date and D-era mint mark can be quite valuable. Recent auctions have seen these coins fetching anywhere from $165,000 depending on their exact condition, and the quality of the error grading plays a crucial role in determining a coin's value for those unfamiliar. A coin in fine condition typically shows moderate wear with some of the finer details still visible. If your coin is well preserved with clear features, it could be on the higher end of this price range. Coins with mint errors are highly sought after by collectors. The 1969 Jefferson Nickel with the D era is especially interesting because it represents a unique moment in minting history. Collectors are always looking for these rare finds to complete their collections, which drives up the demand and value. To maximize the value of your coin, consider having it professionally graded by a reputable service. This certification can significantly impact the coin's value and desirability in the market. Additionally, keeping an eye on auctions and collector events can provide insights into current market trends. In summary, the 1969 Jefferson Nickel with the large date and D-era mint mark is a rare and valuable piece of numismatic history. Its unique characteristics and the rarity of the mint era make it a sought-after item for collectors and investors alike. Next up, we're talking about the 1944 Jefferson Nickel, specifically the one with the P mint mark in fine condition. If you're passionate about rare coins or just curious about their value, stick around because you won't want to miss this. Here it is, the 1944 Jefferson Nickel. This coin is part of the series that was minted from 1938 to 2003, featuring the iconic Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse. But today we're zeroing in on a specific variant, the 1944 with the P mint mark. The P mint mark is a key feature of this nickel. In 1944, coins were primarily minted in Philadelphia, which is why they usually didn't carry a mint mark. However, in this case, the P is found on a rare subset of the 1944 Jefferson nickels. This variation makes it a particularly sought-after item among collectors. To give you a bit of historical context, 1944 was a pivotal year in the United States, marked by the end of World War II. The nickel itself, made of a mix of copper and nickel, was crucial during the war due to the scarcity of materials. The 1944 nickel continued the design that was first introduced in 1938, with a slight variation that would later become a favorite among collectors. So, what makes the 1944 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark so valuable today? Well, rarity is a significant factor. This particular coin in fine condition, a grade where the coin shows signs of wear but still retains clear details and is recognizable, is valued for its relative scarcity and historical significance. The P mint mark adds to its appeal because it's not commonly found on nickels from that year. In today's auction market, the value of a 1944 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark in fine condition can vary. Generally, you might see prices ranging from around $59,000 depending on the coin's exact condition and provenance. Exceptional examples might even fetch higher amounts, especially if they have been well preserved or certified by professional grading services. The grading scale plays a crucial role in determining the value of coins. For fine condition, you'll see a coin with moderate wear but with most of its design details still intact. This contrasts with higher grades like very fine or extremely fine, where the details are sharper and the coin appears almost uncirculated. Collecting coins like the 1944 Jefferson Nickel with the P mint mark can be both a rewarding and exciting hobby. If you come across one of these in your collection or in an auction, you'll know you have a piece of history with considerable value. Remember, factors like condition, rarity, and demand in the collector's market all contribute to a coin's worth. Next up, the 1964 Jefferson Nickel, particularly the large date variety with a D mint mark. If you're a collector or just curious about the value of this specific nickel, stick around because we've got all the details on its current value in today's auction market. The 1964 Jefferson Nickel is part of the series that honors Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States. The nickel's design has been a staple in American coinage since 1938, featuring Jefferson's portrait on the obverse and Monticello, his Virginia estate, on the reverse. However, 1964 was a year of notable changes as it marked the end of silver content in nickels, a shift that occurred due to the rising cost of silver. In 1964, there were two different styles of dates on nickels: the small date and the large date. The large date variety, which we're focusing on today, features noticeably larger numerals in the date. This distinction might seem subtle, but it's a key factor for collectors when identifying and valuing these coins. The D mint mark on this nickel signifies that it was minted in Denver. Coins from the Denver Mint often carry a unique value, partly due to their lower mintage compared to those minted in Philadelphia. For our 1964 Jefferson Nickel with the D mint mark, this detail adds to its appeal among collectors. Now, let's talk about the condition. Our focus today is on the fine condition of the 1964 large date Jefferson Nickel. In coin grading terms, fine condition means that the coin shows clear details and minimal wear. For the Jefferson Nickel, you should be able to see most of the design elements, including Jefferson's profile and Monticello, with some wear on high points. So, what is this nickel worth today? As of the latest auction data, a 1964 Jefferson Nickel with the large date and D mint mark in fine condition can fetch between $36,000. The variation in value often depends on specific details such as the coin's exact condition, the level of preservation, and current demand among collectors. For collectors looking to acquire or sell this coin, it's important to ensure it's properly graded and preserved. Coins in fine condition should be kept in a protective holder to maintain their value. If you're looking to buy, make sure to purchase from reputable dealers and verify the coin's authenticity and condition. Next up, explore one of the most intriguing pieces in numismatic history, the 1942 Jefferson Nickel, specifically the Monticello 5 cents without a mint mark. Stick around as we uncover its current market value and what makes this coin so desirable among collectors. Before we get into the value, let's set the stage. The Jefferson Nickel, first issued in 1938, was designed by Felix Schlage and features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse. By 1942, the nickel was undergoing some significant changes due to wartime demands. In 1942, the nickel was struck in two varieties, the regular nickel and the silver wartime version. Today, we're focusing on the 1942 nickel without a mint mark, which is a key player in this era. The 1942 Jefferson Nickel was minted in Philadelphia, which is why you don't see a mint mark on these coins. This absence of a mint mark is crucial in distinguishing it from its wartime silver counterpart, which was produced with a mint mark to indicate the different composition. The large date variety from this year is particularly noteworthy. What sets the 1942 large date nickel apart is its unique design detail. The large date version has noticeably larger digits compared to the small date version. This variation, combined with the historical context of the wartime nickel composition change, makes it an interesting piece for collectors. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1942 Jefferson Nickel without a mint mark in fine condition. As of today, in the current auction market, this coin is valued quite highly due to its historical significance and relative rarity. Fine condition coins, which show moderate wear but still retain clear details and an overall pleasing appearance, are especially sought after. In today's auction market, a 1942 Jefferson Nickel in fine condition typically ranges between $89,000. Factors influencing this range include the coin's overall aesthetic, the quality of its strike, and current market demand. Coins in better than fine condition can fetch significantly higher prices. For those of you looking to add this gem to your collection, here are a few tips. When evaluating a 1942 Jefferson Nickel, make sure to check for the large date variety. Also, ensure that the coin has minimal scratches and maintains its details as best as possible. Preservation and proper storage can help maintain and even increase its value over time. Remember, the value of coins can fluctuate based on market trends, so staying updated with auction results and expert opinions can be beneficial. If you own a 1942 Jefferson Nickel, it's worth checking its condition and considering its potential value in the current market. Next up, the 1939 Jefferson Nickel, specifically the one without a mint mark, in fine condition. If you're a fan of rare and valuable coins, you're going to want to stick around as we explore its significance and current market value. The 1939 Jefferson Nickel is part of the iconic Jefferson Nickel series, first introduced in 1938. This coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, his Virginia home, on the reverse. The series was designed by Felix Schlage, who won a competition for the design. What makes the 1939 nickel particularly interesting is its place in the history of American coinage. In 1939, the Jefferson Nickel had a very important design element: the absence of a mint mark. This year is notable because it was the last year before the mint mark was added to the reverse side in 1940. The absence of the mint mark on the 1939 nickel makes it a unique piece for collectors. Now, let's talk about the coin's condition and its impact on its value. The fine condition is an important grade in coin collecting, representing a coin that shows some wear but still retains most of its details. For a 1939 Jefferson Nickel, fine condition means the coin is well preserved, with clear details on Jefferson's portrait and Monticello, though some light wear is present. In terms of value, the 1939 Jefferson Nickel without a mint mark is a highly sought-after coin. As of today's auction market, you can expect a fine condition 1939 nickel to fetch between $20,000 depending on its exact level of detail and overall appeal. This value can vary based on the coin's specific characteristics, such as luster and any additional numismatic attributes. The coin's value can also be influenced by market trends and collector demand. Given the 1939 Jefferson Nickel's historical significance and its status as a transitional year before the introduction of the mint mark, it remains a popular choice among collectors. If you're looking to add this piece to your collection or sell one you own, it's important to have it graded by a reputable grading service. This ensures that potential buyers understand the coin's condition and authenticity, helping you get the best possible value. In summary, the 1939 Jefferson Nickel without a mint mark is a valuable piece of American numismatic history. Its unique characteristics and place in the series make it a favorite among collectors. If you have one of these coins, you're holding a significant part of our monetary heritage. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of coin collecting. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more content on rare and valuable coins.